Thanks for listening to the AZ Wildcats podcast. I'm your host, Mike Luke. Oh, I just got your text here about Carl Bellini. Very funny. All right, we've got a lot to get to this show. We're going to talk Arizona basketball. We're going to talk some Arizona football, Arizona basketball preseason top 10. Start looking ahead to Colorado a little bit here. As Meisner said, armor sharpens armor. That's how we look at things around here. But first, Kevin Thomas, if you could maybe bring up this this poll right here about Arizona. Very interesting. All right. Kansas, big L for Sheer on that one. But then after that, Kansas, Houston, Iowa State, Baylor, and then Arizona. I'm totally cool with where Arizona's at in this year.
Yeah, I don't really mind. The only one I don't probably get is Carolina. I don't really think Carolina is a top 10 team. But whatever, that's kind of nitpicking. 10 is perfectly fine to me. I could see Arizona a few spots higher. Like you mentioned the other day, I could see Arizona a few spots lower, but 10 is perfect to me.
Okay, now let's looking at this. Oh, by the way, I'll hit the like button. TJ Van Martyr, hit that like. I've hit like 200 times already. Come on, this is a community effort. Hit like. Come on, do it.
Can't stop liking. I'm cleaning.
What's that?
Mic. Watch this.
What's this?
Boom, cleaner.
Yeah, that looks good. You look good. You look even better than normal. I like it. Okay. Wink, wink, wink. All right. Now let's talk about how Arizona. Here's the thing that I think Kansas is clearly the best team in the country. You very much disagree, Sheer. You think it's Duke. It's not. I think it's Kansas. But
I think it's Kansas.
Oh, you changed your mind then. Okay, cool. But with Arizona, though, let's talk about going into the Big 12. Arizona's picked to finish 5th, but they're 10th in the country. We just need to bring this up again. I've never seen anything like this.
I believe Norlander had the tweet yesterday. I'm going to see if I could find it because it really is the first time in history. So I want to get it right. He said, yeah, the Big 12 has 5 teams in the preseason top 10. It is the first conference ever to have that many in the top 10.
Yes. And on top of that, we're used to having 19 Big 10 teams in the top 10 that all lose in the first weekend. But that is not obviously the case here. No Big 10 teams in the top 13. The battle of good. If we're doing one thing right around here, it is that. Big 10 basketball. Now, let's talk a little bit. Oh, Cade, ASU should 100% be ranked in the top 10 after our tournament run last season. Unbelievable. It was really one for the ages, Sheer.
I mean, look, when you think ASU postseason success, that's right up there with any of them.
I mean, that's right up there with any of them. It was amazing. Okay, now Rutgers, Big 10 champs. I like that, Gringo Billy. All right, Arizona, though, against in this Big 12 format. Here's what I was going through this with our good friend John Brogan. And John Brogan is generally a guy that not exactly a quarterback guru. How about that? But he was saying, I said, dude, I'll take 13-7 all day. And he's like, no way, man. He said, you can't be losing 7 games. Yeah, you can, dude. Because first of all, let's me pull up this Big 12 schedule right here. This is let's see here. Big 12 basketball schedule. This is great. Talk about great show prep right here. But basically, here's what it comes down to is you're going to be playing teams. Forget all the really good teams. Sure, you pull that up while I talk. You're going to be playing really good teams. Obviously, you got Kansas on the road. I believe you have home and home with Iowa State and Baylor, if I'm not mistaken. You got Houston at home. Let's just say, so I think you got what, 6 games there?
Yeah, I mean, this is real simple to me, Rogan. Last year's winner of the Big 12 was 15-3, right? Remember, they're playing 2 more conference games this year, right? So let's just say Houston split it. Right? The third team was Baylor at 11-7.
Mm-hmm.
Like 7 losses is second or third place in the Big 12. That's just the way it is.
It's just the way it is. And guess what? Baylor was what, a 3 seed?
Yeah, like it's okay. You lose 7 games in the Big 12, and you do what you'll say Arizona beats Duke at home, beats Wisconsin on the road, and Arizona loses 7 games in Big 12 play. They could be a 1 seed.
Yeah, for sure. Now let's talk. But here's what people also got to understand. When you're playing, excuse me, I just burped. Yummy. Again.
You want me to finish for you?
Yeah. Here, go ahead.
All right. What you were going to say is when there's no days off. You got to be man up in this conference.
Yeah, it is. No soft weenies in the Big 12. We've been over this many, many times. No soft weenies. When it comes to, let's say, no, it's true. No soft weenies.
Ben always tells me that.
I know. Hey, he's in Spain right now, by the way. We got a Ben One White story I'm going to share at the end of the show, by the way. But when it comes to Arizona, though, in the Big 12, my friends, listen, you're going to have away games at what? Cincinnati and Texas Tech, and those are going to probably be point spreads of like 2. I mean, those are games that I don't think people just kind of look at and they're like, oh, well, that's a win. Not necessarily in the Big 12, my friends. Not necessarily.
Yeah, I mean, people like, who would your cupcake in the Big 12 be? Who was picked to finish last in the Big 12? I don't remember.
I don't know, but even the cupcakes, UNLV.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
UCF beat Kansas at home last year.
Yeah, UCF is good this year. The last place team is Utah and Colorado.
Right.
Oklahoma State, West Virginia, ASU. None of you could easily go into Colorado and lose a basketball game.
Oh, for sure. You could when you've got the John Tesh of college basketball coaching your team and Tad Boyle, that is something that you can't really. I don't think that you can really put a mark on there, Jason Scheer.
I would say, what would you say? 5. You split. We go back to the Lute Olson.
Win it. Yeah, but it's going to be
home.
Yeah,
on the road, and you probably will win the conference.
Exactly, because then you would be 15-5, my friend. I would always take 15-5.
Oh, we'll be unbearable. Unbearable to begin with, but you have no idea. And I don't think Arizona. You have the schedule in front of you. Does Arizona go to the Mountain Schools this year?
I don't know. I don't have the schedule in front of me.
But
I did it off the top of my head because when I was doing my show notes last night. By the way, I talked with our good friend. I talked with our good friend on the phone earlier. I will have to call you afterwards. It was a bunch of garbage. But it was all total nonsense.
Arizona gets Colorado at home and Utah at home. So the mountain trip, they don't make the mountain trip.
All right, I like it. Bring them here, my friend. Bring them here. Now, let's see here. Oh, Pehoff, thanks for the yes. Oklahoma State. Yeah, I think Oklahoma State's probably going to suck. Is Travis Ford still their coach?
Huh?
Is Travis Ford still their coach?
I don't know. No, is it?
No, he can't be.
No, it's they just hired the dude. They hired the dude from Western Kentucky. Lutz.
The guy you hate.
Lutz. No. Lutz. Lutz is the
Wes Lutz, right?
Steve Lutz.
Steve Lutz, same thing.
According to Ken Palm, the worst team in the Big 12 is Oklahoma State. And they're 89th. The worst team in the Pac-12 was Cal, and they were 289th.
They go to BYU, which is also probably mountainous. Yes, there are. I would assume there's mountains in the Brigham Young territory.
Yeah, that's a tough game too.
Steve Putz, is that his name? Steve Putz? No way, that's not his name.
It's Lutz, but we're definitely going to be calling him Putz the week leading up to that. Let's just be honest.
We need to have something. We need to have a Putz of the Week segment on this show.
Yes.
Hey, Kevin Thomas, could you write that down? I really think Putz is maybe my favorite put down because
Putz is fine.
Yes. Okay. Is Travis Hunter playing Saturday? Yes.
Yeah. Dion just said he's surely going to play, and so is Jimmy Horn. Miller's out for the year. Arizona's fine. We have them right where we want them. As I texted you the other day.
Yes.
We want these teams at full strength. We're not like ASU.
No.
Or, we
want these teams at full strength. We don't want to feast on leftovers. We want the main plate. Bring it.
Yeah. Bring it.
Cam
Rising can't even walk. There's nothing to be happy about with that win.
That's great. Kevin WN, the Jedd Fisch Putz of the Week award.
That's good. That is really good.
Kev, can you please get this? The Jedd Fisch Putz of the Week award. That is
oh my
God. And your charter member, Deion Sanders. All right, but now, real quick, and then we're going to get to back to basketball here for a second. We need to talk about Jedd Fisch complaining about things. Jedd Fisch is up in Washington. And to be clear, again, I always feel we got to put this disclaimer out there. Nobody blames Jedd Fisch for taking Washington. It is a better overall job than Arizona. No problem. It's all the stuff he did afterwards. It's all the stuff that he did before. But Jedd complaining that he doesn't have the NIL to match up with Oregon and Ohio State. And like one guy on the Oregon board said, get used to it. You're never going to have that.
His quote was, that's what two $20 million rosters looks like. So when Jedd was at Arizona, all he did was complain that despite the fact that Arizona gave him more than any coach in the history of Arizona athletics.
Because of it.
Yeah, like literally, Jedd Fisch got more than any basketball or football coach in the history of the school. I'm very confident saying that. But he always wanted more. It has taken him, 6 months at Washington to basically, in his way, say, I need more. And I'm not sure Washington's just going to give this dude everything he wants.
But I just love that remark, though. Here's the thing. At Washington, I think in the era of NIL, you're always going to be somewhere around preseason. You're going to be around probably 15 to 25, something like that. That's fine. But Oregon, which is going to be your measuring stick, is going to be in the top 5 because guess what? They are going to recruit at a top 5 level for here until the foreseeable future. He can't compete with that. So in a weird way, that's going to be funny to watch that because no matter what you think, Washington's always going to be compared to Oregon and vice versa. This is going to be an ugly couple of years for Mr. Fisch.
And Kevin WN has a great point. Like, what's Iowa's NIL?
What?
Was Iowa $10 million when they beat you by 30? Like, it's just like, right. Yeah, this is what you chose, man. And Oregon and Ohio State are always going to have that money.
And always. You know what?
That is not going away anytime soon. And Big Red, too, Mike. Not paid in Nebraska.
Dylan Raiola's coming, baby. Coming, baby.
Did you see that spread, by the way?
Yeah, but Indiana's good, though. I didn't realize
Indiana's really good, but a touchdown's a lot.
Is it a touchdown? It was 5.5 when I looked last.
Up to a touchdown this morning.
Oh, interesting. All right. I like Nebraska. Also,
by the way, what a great hire that was by Indiana. Signetti's a bad dude.
Yeah, no, he'll be there like a year, but he's awesome. Oh, we've got a super snap already coming in. Jeremy Snavely, the great Jeremy Snavely. Be careful on your bike, though, mister. He does not like stopping at stop signs on his bike, but we very much appreciate that. The $5 super snap. Okay, now we are going to get back into Arizona basketball recruiting, but first, Empire Flooring. Empire. Listen. Kevin Thomas, the prodigious Kevin Thomas, June Thomas, the lovely June Thomas. I don't think there's any way that man, if he goes back home, the way things are now, that he will not be walking around on Empire Flooring. This is true, Sheer. Is there any way that this would happen?
I would hope not. You know, Kevin told me he's not going home until there's Empire Flooring.
Yes, exactly. And that's what we deserve. That's what that's the dramatic pause. I love the pause. But schedule a free annual estimate, maybe like Kevin Thomas is doing. All listeners can receive a $350 off discount when they use promo code PHNX. Restrictions apply. See empiretoday.com/PHNX for details. TJ Van Martyr to Circle K of Empire Flooring. Oh, that's a good one. No. I don't know.
That's a good question. When you get your job there, you can ask.
That's a great question. Yes, when I'm mopping the floors, I better be mopping Empire Flooring.
This mops up just like an Empire floor.
Everybody needs to come visit me at Circle K, by the way, when I got...
By the way, this is like me and Shady Rays. Like, you're all talk, but nothing's happened yet.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, no, I didn't say the pause is still a thing, but I can't... They don't want me to say 1, 2, or whatever. Yeah,
you know, they don't want us to mock it.
Come on. Also, something we would never mock. Sanderson Ford, my friend. Sanderson Ford. Girth, strength, robust, engine quality. That's what I think.
You don't mock Sanderson Ford. Sanderson Ford mocks you if you don't have one.
Yes, no, absolutely. Sanderson Ford. All right, here's the deal. Get it all with no hassle and no nonsense, just like Jason Shearer, Wildcat Authority. Okay. Offers OAC from Ford Credit, expires 10/31 Halloween. I will be in San Diego with I'll be in San Diego with the lady. For your next purchase or lease, choose the dealership that gives back and pays it forward. Also, help us celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month with Dios de los Muertos, inspired trunk or treat at Sanderson Ford on October 19th. See dealer for details. Okay. Now,
can you say that again real quick? What holiday? What day is it?
No. Dude, did I ever tell you about the time when I was on the radio? And it was funny. My pal Rob Lance had hired me. Love Rob Lance, by the way. And I always make fun of this. He always butchered Chicanos por la casa. He called it Chiquinos por la casa. And this one guy calls in and he says, this guy that called in was from like the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, who's a very funny guy. He would come on the show every now and then. And he says, "You've turned my holiday into a Filipino holiday." It was great.
I love it.
Okay, JP 66. Mike's girlfriend being hot is more of a shock than ASU's 5-1 starts of the season. Every now and then I surprise some folks.
See, you guys go by looks, and Raquel's gorgeous, but the big surprise there is that Mike has found a woman that is patient enough to be with him for extended periods of time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's one of those things I rub my lucky thinking cap whenever I do. Thinking cap? Oh, either way. Now let's get to some Arizona basketball. Back to Arizona basketball. Then we'll get to some Arizona football. But Dwayne Aristode, got to give a massive shout out again to Jack Murphy on this one. Yes, good job, Murph, on this. Koa Pete, Braden Burries. I'm going to ask you this year.
No, don't do it.
Koa Pete or Braden Burries, does Arizona get one?
Yeah. Yes.
And your confidence level, 0 being no way, 10 being yes.
7.
I'll go 8.
Okay. Hey, that's better than you thought I was going to say, right?
No, because generally
you thought I was going to go 5 because 5 is right in the middle.
Generally, you pull the hedge Wardo though, and you're like, oh, you know, I can't really.
5. That's what 5 would have been the hedge.
5 would have been the massive hedge. Oh, by the way, Ted Wardo is entering the room as we speak. Okay, so now let me ask you this: Kobe L. Thiel. Oh, hello, Ted Wardo. Kobe L. Thiel says, so does Arizona get 2?
I can't. I mean,
nobody's watching. It doesn't matter, dude.
Let's just keep it at 1 for now.
Oh, TJ Van Martyr. Hey, Skier, great question. Sure. Would you lob the crystal ball for Koa Pete?
I don't do those anymore.
Here's why not. The crystal ball.
Because I did one, right? I was wrong. I got annihilated for it, and I said never again. Because Arizona fans are more excited about crystal balls than they are actual commitments.
The crystal ball is also a bunch of garbage.
To be fair, I don't change my picks.
Yeah, but all the big wigs there, they always change it though. Like Blair, that dude's changed it like 9 times and then says,
I'll do football ones. Football, I don't care. I'll do football crystal balls. Whatever. That doesn't bother me.
Right.
Yeah, basketball, no. Won't do them.
That's kind of where we're at. Okay, now. But Dwayne Aristode, though, that's very nice. Here's what I think is going to happen. This was the class that the Tommy Gunn, TJ Van Martyr, that threw me off. This is where the Tommy Gunn, though, we've said from day one, you got to get 2 5-star kids in this class. 2 5-star kids, and then I think all of the, not all of the pressure, but I think people are like, okay, Tommy Gunn knows what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of when like Sean had a couple of these, like and Tommy has too. It's like the reminder, like, hey guys, I can actually recruit. Like, despite what you're saying about me, I still got a little bit left here. And I think Aristode was one of those guys. And I think if he lands Pete, no one can really say anything about his recruiting, no matter what happens with Burries, right? Like all of a sudden you have 2 5-star.
Burries or Burries? Yes,
both. All of a sudden you have 2 5-stars, and it's like, what? Are we complaining that you couldn't land 3? Right.
Yeah, all right. But either way, that's what we want, though. And then because again, Tommy Lloyd kills it with the transfer portal. I mean, we know that. So just get this, and then I think we're in good shape. What say you, Sure?
Yes. Yeah, I think Aristode and Koa Pete would be good shape.
Also, Skier, Kobe L. Thiel and you are big Henry Vasar guys. Kobe L. Thiel has been saying pretty much all offseason that he thinks that Henry could push for a starting gig. I don't see Henry starting ever at the U of A. But are you as big as Mr. L. Thiel about Henry being possibly an NBA prospect?
Yeah, I think if there's a few injuries, Henry could start. Tommy loves Henry more than Kobe and I combined.
Right.
Tommy, like, that's his baby. So I think what would it be like your man, like, knock it out of the park Henry numbers? Like, that's awesome.
Oh, by the way, Kobe L. Thiel very upset right now. Stop slandering me when I can't actually defend myself.
You're slandering us by saying that we're slandering you.
Yeah, Kobe L. Thiel. I mean, let's be honest here.
What numbers would be okay for Henry this year?
Where I view it as a success?
Yeah.
5
and 3.
Oh, 5 and 3. You take that every single day. Every single day. You take that every single day of the week. I would go with that.
Why in 2 years could Henry not be Coloco? Palmer.
Right.
Palmer.
Yeah,
he's got a very important text.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I did get a very important text. All right. Now, when it comes to this team, though, I'm in. I think 10's about right. I'm excited, though. We'll see what happens here. Now, let's move over to a little bit of Arizona football, because who doesn't want to get to some Arizona football?
Matt Atkins today. If anyone wants me to ask specific questions, just put it right there in the chat.
This is your time. All right, let's talk a little Arizona football, though. Let me ask you this, Sheer, about the vibes on this team. What do you think the vibes on this team are, just from an outsider's perspective?
I actually think Brennan kind of addressed it after or not after the game, yesterday, when he said, last year we were 3-3. This year we're 3-3, but it feels a lot worse. Right. And he's right. It feels a lot worse. And I think the team is frustrated. It just doesn't feel right. Right. Something's off. And I'm not saying the team doesn't get along or anything like that, but something, and I can't really put my finger on it. It just, when you watch them, it just feels off, right?
Right. It does. The vibes do not feel right. That is the thing that, to me, and again, there was a players only meeting yesterday. So there was that. Generally, when there's a players only meeting, nobody says, man, it was great, we had a players only meeting.
Yeah, but I don't think, from what I understand, it wasn't a discontent thing. It was making sure everyone is still engaged and no one's quitting, to the point, like, you're not frustrated or whatever. I haven't heard anything negative. Maybe you disagree, but I haven't heard it was like a negative players only meeting.
Yeah, but Jake Fagus says not good that it was this early. I would agree with that. You generally don't want a players only meeting.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I also think that when you look at the schedule, like, it is so much easier record wise from here on out that it's not the worst time. And maybe they were meeting about us. Maybe they were telling the team how important this game is for us.
Sheer and I have had so many players only meetings over the years that it's basically an everyday occurrence. Okay, Portland Timbers. Oh, the great Portland Timbers. By the way, how Portland Timbers is not on your staff is it's really a shame. But sitting with the families at BYU is telling vibes felt forced positivity. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I don't know that a family could be. I think it'd be hard for me. And again, I love Les Fafita. I love the Fafitas.
That's a Polynesian thing, though.
Yeah, it would be very, very difficult for me to sit there and like have, I mean, you're watching your team get stomped. You're watching your kid get absolutely annihilated out there. I don't know that that's ever.
Yeah, what are you going to be positive about it at that time, right? Like, I think no one's really full of crap. Like, they know what they're watching. And if you go out on Saturday and they beat Colorado, that positivity won't feel forced, right?
Okay, now, let's see here. Daniel Silva says, what is our offensive philosophy? They don't know. Brent Brennan I give Brent Brennan credit for this. When he doesn't know an answer, he doesn't say. He doesn't know. He said that. We're still trying to figure it out.
Yeah, it's a horrible answer, but at the same time, I do credit him for not BSing us with that. Right now, their identity is they play hard. That's pretty much it. And that's kind of what he said. Like, the effort level is there. With a lot of times with bad teams or teams that are struggling, that's the first thing to go. It hasn't gone yet.
I got a question that we need to switch this around a little bit. I got a question here. Ask him what their coaching identity is.
What does that mean, though?
Just ask him, what is your coaching identity? What are,
if he asks me what that means?
And then just say, what do you so far in the season, what have you instilled in your players?
Okay.
I think that's a fair question.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's going to. I don't know what he's going to say.
I don't care at this point. My relationship with them is a little different than other coaching staffs, as you know. So,
yeah, now
ask whatever you want.
Yeah, because they don't give you anything. All right, Portland. That was just me being a jerk. They give Sheer everything he wants. But Portland Timbers, or at least what he wants the identity to being, ring, ring, ring. Oh, Ted Wardo just jumped up. But I think that's a fair question there, Sheer.
Yeah, that's
Are you going to ask about Takario today?
No, because it's Adkins. I'll ask tomorrow if it's Viney or Akina, and I'll ask Brendan on Thursday. Today is Adkins.
No. I'll save you some time. Ask Adkins if there's ever been any thought to moving Takario to wide receiver.
Man, it's the wildest thing I've ever seen. He's going to have a pick on Saturday now, right?
Oh, I would take a pick. Absolutely. No, watch. He gets like 2 pick sixes.
Yeah.
But that's what we do around here. We hustle and motivate.
I'm glad Travis Hunter's playing.
Yeah, no, we want Colorado at full strength. So that's where
Dion out there too.
What's that?
Dion shaved his beard for Arizona. He's focused.
Are you surprised that the line is the way it is?
No, I'm not.
Is this
Home
basically
teams have a major advantage in the Big 12.
What's
Look
that?
around the Big 12. Home teams have a major advantage in the Big 12.
That certainly showed itself against Texas Tech.
Arizona should have won that game. That game was that might be the most frustrating. That's the only game I think Arizona's played where I look and I said they should have won.
Oh, by the way, Angel Antonio Chavez, AAC. I am so jealous of this name. Dream OC hire this offseason.
Oh, that's easy. It's time to bring Sonny Dykes home. He's going to get fired.
Like Arizona, though.
He hates Arizona.
Yes.
I would hire. Would you hire Graham Harrell?
Yes.
Even though he got fired by Purdue.
Anybody that has
because you know what you're getting with Graham Harrell.
Yes, and you know what? I will take anybody that has experience calling plays, and that's not a slap to Matt Adkins because I like Matt Adkins. I think he's got a bright future, but right now, he's obviously not the answer. Dino Babers, no, but I would take anybody that has an offensive background. Anything. I would take Carlos Arroyo in a second, and
his name is Marcus Arroyo. Carlos Arroyo was a pitcher. Yeah, that's a bit like I need a guy to come in here and just have an identity. I don't care if it's run and shoot. At least I know what I'm getting. You know? Like I need there to be a flow. I need there, Mike, to be an identity.
Yeah, there needs to be an identity. We have an identity crisis on this team.
Yeah.
Okay, now with the Arizona defense, though, let's talk about that against Colorado because we're going to get into Colorado hot and heavy tomorrow. This is probably not the ideal game to have half your defensive backs out. But I will say this: Colorado's offensive line stinks.
Yeah, I was going to ask you this: with how good Colorado's wide receivers are, and the potential that Arizona's missing to Cario, Stukes, and Gunner. If you're Dwayne Aquina, you're blitzing 90% of the plays. Huh?
Is Takario out?
Possibility. Stukes is out. Gunner's out. Takario's could be.
I didn't know
he left the game, Mike. He only played one half.
Well, I just assumed he would be back.
But let's even say that he's playing, right?
Maybe that's Takario's way of saying, hey, screw you guys. Watch this. You want to complain about missed interceptions? Watch them give up touchdowns.
See, if I'm Takario, I'm doing everything I can to play this week because this is what I call a money-making weekend.
Yes.
If he resembles anything good against Travis, he'll make money.
Oh,
man. I'm allergic to interceptions.
Okay. Go ahead.
If I'm Dwayne Aquina, I'm blitzing. Like they blitzed 22 out of 58 snaps against BYU.
Bring it each time.
I would blitz.
The running game. I don't care about the running game.
No, I would blitz because if Shedeur has time, you're done. They're gonna put up 40.
Now let me ask you this: what percentage do you think? How much of an impact can I have on this game? True story about this. During the Colorado Kansas State game, I texted Skier and I texted Skier. I said, Shedeur's the goods, man. He's awesome. Literally within 8 seconds, he threw maybe the worst pass of his career for an interception. It was great.
I've never seen anything like it, and I made sure that Mike will not go on the internet and guarantee any type of result. Unless it's a Colorado. You could guarantee Colorado win.
Guarantee a Colorado win.
Maybe like reverse it.
Do you think I should try that on your boards? I'm going to say, I don't care what anybody says. Colorado's winning this week.
Yeah, that's really, honestly, yes.
We're going to be breaking Colorado news tomorrow on the show, by the way. Mike Luke, Colorado Insider.
If you're a Colorado fan, I would definitely tune into this.
I would tune in. We're going to tease the heck out of this, saying Mike Luke breaking Colorado news tomorrow. It's going to be very good. Oh, also, Brad Rich, the great Brad Rich, man of two first names, leaves me a little hesitant, but not too much. Brad Rich says, check out the Shiloh Sanders highlights. Shiloh Sanders sucks.
Dude, the highlight thing you sent me, I was cracking up.
Dude, those were so good. Erika's here.
That was the worst game. I mean, terrible game. Last game.
But he's also not good, though. I was on the Colorado message boards, and he was, the Colorado news is going to break tomorrow. Like I said, Mike Luke, Colorado.
Break the internet.
Yes.
It's going to break the internet.
That is going to be a clip. Kevin Thomas, we're going to turn this into a clip.
Yeah. Clip this, Kevin Thomas. Tomorrow, Colorado Insider and not State Media Ran, Michael Luke, will break major Colorado news.
It's going to be huge. It's going to be massive. And again, Sheer, you only got like 4 minutes, I know, and then you got to leave. But because you suck. But what was I going to say? What were we talking about?
how much Colorado is going to win by.
Oh,
Shiloh. Yeah, Shiloh. Shiloh. All Shiloh does is try to go for the big hit. And like it was funny because he was trying to go big hit against Giddens. And Giddens would be like, "What are you doing?" And just the play where Giddens basically it looks like he broke Shiloh's leg is amazing.
Yeah. And plus Shiloh's not a good person either. So it's that's the other
Shiloh got beat like a security guard against Kansas State. Right? Give me
also,
that.
The great thing about Shiloh is that I love all the videos they show where he's talking so much smack before the game. Like, did you see the one before the Nebraska game where they got absolutely stomped? And he's like, man, you know, all of this and that. And then, like, they asked a Nebraska guy after the game, and it was pretty funny. I can't remember who it was. It was a receiver. And he said, we looked in his eyes. We knew he was scared.
Yeah. Stupid.
That is awesome. Oh, hey.
Look, Shiloh gets right in T-Mac's face before the game.
Yeah, no, exactly. Now, do we think that, hello, Erika. Hello.
Erika told me specifically, there's one person Shiloh won't talk trash to because he knows better. And I think you know who that is, Mike.
Oh, Justin Flo?
Jeremiah Patterson.
Oh,
weird. I thought you were going to say me.
Well, you know that too. Flo's going to be at the game.
At some point with Jeremiah Patterson, when he breaks out, this season will be
right here.
Yes. Now, let me ask you this. Right now, if I were to tell you that Arizona beats Colorado at ASU, that's
one more. I need a bowl game, Mike.
We have big expectations.
I need a bowl game here. 6-6 with a win over ASU and Colorado, and I bet you there's a contingent of Arizona fans that would be perfectly fine.
And what about you, Erika all day?
I'm okay with that. Like Sheer says, I want a bowl game. I think after last year, the expectations are quite simple. Get to a bowl game. Erika
all day does not have any energy right now. What is going on with Erika?
Your mic sounds the crap. You got no energy.
Guys, please don't yell at me. Okay, then go wait till Sheer leaves and I'll be better when I come back. Okay?
No, you're okay.
Is it bad?
This is
our audio horrible.
She's very sad all of a sudden.
You look very sad.
She's very sad. What just happened?
No, I'm not sad. Why do you think I'm sad?
Hey, you know what? You know what we could maybe do? Hey, Erika, this should really cheer you up. Guess what we're going to have here in just a minute? This should cheer you up.
Flow?
The wave. The wave. Okay. The wave will get you going. Oh, and look at this.
Look at that. Look at that.
I do love when Mike makes that face.
Okay. Now, Skier, before you, look at this. The other, all right. Now, real quick.
Furry expert, Brielle Shear.
I can't talk about, I'm not allowed to talk about furries on the show, but I called Shear immediately. I found some new information out yesterday.
Yeah, that was Aurora you talked to on the phone about
furries. I was right, and she didn't tell me anything about it. I found out on my own.
Yelled at. You literally yelled at my daughter for not giving you furry information.
All right. Either way, let's see here. Erika is going to drink some of that Mariah Has to Sing Tonight juice. Okay. Now, Justin Flo, is he not on the team anymore?
He's on the team. He's redshirting.
Yes. I don't blame him. Yeah, he's redshirting. He wants another year with Erika.
Everything Erika touches. I mean, well, not touches, but
yes, exactly. We're going to talk about
who's next. Mike, you is Speedy. Have you realized that 3 of our favorite players are all redshirting?
Yeah, it's too bad Patterson did redshirt because then we could blame his no catches on redshirt.
Leif, AJ Jones, Speedy, Flo. Who's next with us?
Not Big Fam.
Not Big Fam. Big Fam's going to be a major focal point this weekend. I have a feeling.
We got to give Big Fam the ball.
What if we did like a flea flicker with Big Fam and Patterson?
Oh, that'd be amazing. Yeah, Erika, you're a big fan of Big Fam. This is true.
Yeah. Is my audio any better?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
Super.
Okay, now you're happy as well.
The energy's just off, Erika.
Yeah, this is not Erika all day energy.
No, I couldn't get my audio to work properly, and I was getting pretty frustrated that it wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. So
who won the WNBA title? Is that over yet?
No, but it's going to be New York Liberty. Kevin Thomas is going to say it's the Lynx, and I don't appreciate that, but that's okay because I'm a believer in the New York Liberty.
All right. I got to go, kids.
All right, Skier. We'll see you tomorrow, Skier. By the way, this is called a tease. Everybody know this. We are breaking Colorado insider information tomorrow. This is going to be a lot of fun.
Stay tuned to the PHNX Wildcats.
Can we have like a headline that says Mike Luke, Colorado Insider?
Oh, that's so good. Noted. No, it has to be noted Colorado Insider.
Yeah. Kevin Thomas, can we put that in there? Like something where it says noted Colorado Buffalo Insider, Mike Luke?
Yes, he said yes.
That's a yes. That is a yes.
Bye, everyone.
All right, TTFN. See you later, Skiers. See you tomorrow, 10:30. Ta-ta for now. All right, Erika L. Day. We have got a lot to get to this show. First of all, Bourbon Bent with the lovely Erika L. Day on Saturday. What time are you getting there, Miss Day?
Well, we actually haven't talked about this yet, Mike. I was thinking like 11.
Okay. I believe Shane and Leah will be there around that time as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah.
Yes.
No, and I'm just going to tell all of you guys now, if you are not there, I will be calling you a square on this show next week. Do not miss this pregame party prior to homecoming, Arizona versus Colorado. It's going to be big, big, big. There's NUTRLs there. There's Branded Bills there. There's me there. There's Mike there. Leah and Shane Diefenbach. You can bully Shane into letting us show the huddle highlights on the show. I can't think of a better place for you to start your Saturday than at the pregame party at Bourbon Bent.
Oh, Angel Antonio Chavez says, see y'all at the buff crack of dawn, then Bourbon Bent right after. Okay, Mike, we need another Kenny yes, we will get Kenny Abbey on here. Listen to this. Brad Rich, a man with two first names. We do not like those. Brad Rich says, is this the week we turn things around, or the week the wheels fall off completely? I mean, what the hell are we talking about? Patterson, Luke, Flicker's not good. That is basically, Erika L. Day, Brad Rich is basically saying it sounds like we're throwing in the towel. You are not throwing in the towel.
Absolutely not. I'm still backing the A personally. As you just said on the show earlier, they had the players only meeting. It was really just to make sure everyone's still good, everyone's still locked in. And I mean, this team is full of people that genuinely love and like each other. So I'm of the belief that they're going to turn things around and we will see the glory days back at a bowl game once more.
All right. Now we're going to get a prediction here in a minute. But before we get to any of that, Circle K. Now, here's the question that everybody needs to know. When was the last time you went to Circle K? Erika L. Day, when was the last time you went to Circle K? Be honest.
It was yesterday.
Which one?
Park and Ajo.
Park and Ajo. Oh, I've seen that one. Actually, I'd get in trouble for that one. But yes, I've seen that one. I went to the one on, there is one on like 29th and Craycroft as well that I went to.
Park and Ajo is very, very, very lovely. I love that Circle K.
Cheaper gas. Is that the one where the McDonald's is across the street?
No, but the gas is cheaper there than anywhere else in town.
I think there's a McDonald's across the street at the one on Park and Ajo. I'm almost positive there is.
There's not. There used to be a Carl's Jr., but it burned down.
Oh, that one. Yes. Yeah. Whop. All right. But either way, be like Erika L. Day. Go to Circle K, my friends. Check it out. Circle K. Be part of the inner circle. You can be like her, and you can take TikToks and Snapchats of your filling up of your gas. So join Inner Circle for free by downloading the Circle K app. Terms and conditions apply at participating locations. Visit CircleK.com for details. All kinds of good stuff. Yummy. And chicken and pickle. Yummy in Erika L. Day's tummy. Very, very good. We like chicken and pickle. Everybody likes chicken and pickle. You have been to Chicken and Pickle. This is true.
This is true. I'm waiting to go there with Brad Alice, though.
All right, Chicken and Pickle. Head to chickenandpickle.com to see all the fun you can have at their Glendale location. Maybe the great Kevin L. Thomas will be there as well. Who knows? Chicken and Pickle. Tommy Gunn likes pickleball as well. Check it out, my friends. You will thank me later. Chicken and Pickle. Okay, now let's talk a little bit of Arizona basketball. You were with me at Media Day. We're going to go player by player right here, and we're going to go with our observations. We're not going to go only scholarship players, though.
Can we start with Carter Bryant, though?
We can start with Carter Bryant because, yes, you should, Kobe L. Thiel. Kobe L. Thiel says, should I stop at a Circle K in Nashville? Yes, duh.
Take pictures.
Right. Okay, now, Carter Bryant, first of all, Carter Bryant's going to make a lot of money. He facially looks like he's 13. He's adorable. I expect big year out of Carter Bryant. Erika L. Day, you were saying the same thing.
Yes. And I said this on the show last Friday, I want to say it was, but I have never seen a collegiate athlete more excited to be in college. This dude is so excited to be a Wildcat and just wants to see the Wildcats win. And again, I don't think you see that a lot from college athletes these days. It's always, what can the school do for me, not for what can I do for the school. And Carter Bryant could not be more of the latter attitude. He just wants to see this school succeed. It is something truly special.
Yeah, and I asked him too. I said, Roy Samuel, so 2 first names are Carter Bryant, Jason Tatum. I asked him about the comparison. No. He said I will be the first Carter Bryant, and I think that's a fair thing, Erika Alday. He did not want to hear any of that.
I agree. I think the player comparisons are funny and fun, but at the same time, like Mike just said, he wants to be the first of himself, and he is going to be just that. He has his sights set on the NBA, and he's gonna be really, really damn good this year. I'm gonna say it.
All right, now moving on to the next one. And again, we're only talking scholarship players, not people that dissed me or the Del Taco cheeseburger. Actually, we will get to that.
I just want to say though, I feel like he low-key dissed me too. You know what I mean? Like he just dissed the whole show, and I don't really appreciate that.
Yeah. Well, actually, we will talk about that in a second. This will be the last show where we focus on this. But Erika Alday was right there. She had a front row seat to this confrontation. All right, now, Trey Townsend, my friend. You are a big fan of Trey Townsend. I believe that Trey Townsend is your favorite player on the team. I could say I sense a connection, but
I'm gonna say second, actually.
To who?
KJ Lewis.
Okay, I'm fine with KJ Lewis.
I'm a KJ believer through and through. Sorry to say.
Okay, now, Kevin WN, do not worry. We will get to this story again. How many why Fleming? How many groupies? Bench warmers does his team? That was funny. Trey Townsend, though, he's got big expectations this year, and I think and we're going to be unveiling these videos here shortly. But I think the thing with Trey Townsend too is that he's put up his best numbers against good teams. This is a dude that dropped 17-11 against Kentucky, 31-13 against NC State that went on to the Final Four. A lot of different teams. And I think he's going to be a girthy presence inside. I really do.
Well, and I think the thing about Trey Townsend is he goes out and he does exactly what his team needs and what his coaching staff is asking him to do. If the Wildcats are going to need rebounds, Trey's going to go do it. If the Wildcats need some points, Trey's going to go do it. It's that simple. He's a man of his word, and he gets the job done in clutch time.
Yeah, he does. And you could tell, too, when he was talking about the Tommy gun, he said, yeah, he brought me in to do this. And, that's what I do. I'm very, very excited. Very, very excited to see what he can do. All right, now. So here's how this all happened. Here's how this all went down. So they were like in a circle. And we went from Trey Townsend, and then we were passing by the unknowns. And one of the unknowns stopped me. And he says, hey. And I said, hey. And then I said, hey is for horses. And then I didn't say that. But he says, literally, are you the guy that gave Kenny Dillingham that crappy looking cheeseburger? I have no clue.
Verbatim. Other than the crappy.
Other than the crappy, it was something meaner than that. And then I said, yes, that was me. You should try it. It's very, very good. And then he goes, and then he looks at me and he's like, no, I would never try that. And I said, how would you know if you don't? And he's like, dude, I'm not going to ever try that thing. And then he kept going. And he kept going.
I just have to say, first of all, Kevin Thomas, he's prodigious, right? But he's not too prodigious to try the Del Taco cheeseburger. This kid very much thinks he's too prodigious to be eating the Del Taco cheeseburger.
Thought that he was the coolest thing that's ever walked across. Though again, he made it very clear that he would not try the Del Taco cheeseburger. But guess what? I don't care if you try it. You are not my target audience. Sorry, no, I do not care. Boom, I do not care. You are not the person I'm going to ask anyway for it. This is true.
This is true. Mike would ask for my approval before he asked for that kid's approval.
1,000%. I would ask for anybody's approval in there before that. I'd ask for Cade's approval, and he's an ASU fan before that.
I think Cade would give us his approval on the Del Taco cheeseburger.
I really like this new Cade. This new Cade is funny.
He has been really fun in the chat over the last week and a half. I don't know what he snorted, but it's really good.
The PHNX Sun Devils chat every single show.
You didn't. Yesterday, I was in both chats at once, and I left once your show started. I left the ASU chat, and Cade came in and said, please come back. And they were defending me in the Sun Devils chat.
Erika is used to men saying, please come back. This is a very true story of Erika Elday's life. Okay, now let's get to that. Was very funny on my part. Now let's get to so we went going in the circle. So we went by Trey Townsend, then we went by the walk-ons, and then we went. By the way, I don't want to disparage all walk-ons. Like Grant Whiteman, very, very good basketball player. We very much appreciate Grant.
We very much like Grant.
What's that?
We very much like Grant on the show.
Yeah, we like Grant Whiteman. So this is not a disparaging remark for everybody. Okay, then we went to KJ Lewis. KJ Lewis. And Tucson's own KJ Lewis, we were very sure. First of all, it always cracks me up with KJ Lewis because you know Erika Elday that he went to middle school here in Tucson.
Wow, who knew?
Can you imagine that guy playing against Marana or like Palo Verde or something, and just how funny that would have been to watch? Dude, I've been like playing against guys that look like me.
Michael Jordan in middle school for
Oh,
sure.
yeah, it was great. But so he took Tucson's own, but he's very motivated this year because he knows the people of like Sheer of the world that said, yeah, he's not good enough, not going to make it happen. And he knows it. And guess what? As the kids say, Erika Elday, he's got his receipts.
He sure does. I just want to say, look back at your tweets about KJ Lewis. If you see some bookmarks, they're probably him coming back to tell you that you're wrong after he inevitably goes to the NBA after the stellar season he has as a Wildcat this year.
Yeah, he was ready. Michael Jordan Luke. He was very, very dang, Mike's Totri rant was all because of someone not being able to try No. It was because of the confrontation. He confronted me about it. That's the difference, is that he sought me out about it. That was the difference, and he wouldn't let it go.
He did not let it go. And he still hasn't let it go. I would just like to say that for the record, he still has not let it go. Mike or the kid, neither of them are ever going to be letting it go. Not going to happen.
And here's the thing, though. I will not back down. I will be very resolute in how I feel about this. Okay, now, go ahead.
Do you see this comment from Cade?
Yes.
It's better than the bell. I mean, he couldn't back the Dell any harder at this point.
I didn't tell him to buzz off, but I wanted to say shoo, shoo, shoo. Okay, now, who else did we go to then? We went to, let's see
Caleb.
here. Caleb Love. Caleb Love. St. Louis's finest, by the way. We asked him if he knew who Kevin L. Thomas was. He did not know Kevin Thomas. I thought everybody in St. Louis knew each other. He didn't know him.
Kevin, we were pretty bummed about this. We won't lie.
Hey, but I was pretty excited, though, because he did call me when I came up to him. He said, hey, what's up, YouTube guy? That was very funny. That is great. That means that he watches the show. Very excited.
Hello, Caleb.
Yes. Hello, Caleb. But it was very, very cool. It was, like he said, I like the college life. I'm coming back. I'm coming back to be better. And the first thing I asked him was, would you like to be the conference player of the year in 2 different conferences? Who would not want to do that? But of course he said yes. That would have been hysterical if he said, no, I don't want that. But this guy's good. This guy's really good. He trimmed his hair. He's looking crisp and ready for the season.
New number, new hair, new Caleb. Here's what I would like to say about Caleb. I think Caleb understands the gravity of losing in the tournament in the way that they did last year. And Caleb learned from his mistakes and wants to be better this year. Period. End of story. He has something to prove to not only all of us, but then also to himself, and that he is good enough and he is the guy, like the final shot guy. And I think he just really wants to prove that to everybody involved.
He wants to prove that, and I think that's what's exciting about that, too, is that he knows he's got some unfinished business here. And he was, like I said, he's a good basketball player. There were some people like Skier that did not want him here, but guess what? They were wrong. All right, Kate Harrop says Del Taco needs to sponsor a bowl game. Totally agree with that. Couldn't agree with you more. Okay, now, last one we got some other interviews, too. Matt Muehlbach got to meet the lovely Erika Elday. Matt Muehlbach then followed you on Twitter almost right after. This is true, Erika Elday.
This is true. I would say that Matt Muehlbach and I are best friends, and we back the A harder than anyone else.
It was very cool. I introduced them, and guess what? Besties at that point. I mean, that's the way it is. And then you got to meet Bruce Pascoe as well, the great Bruce Pascoe.
Well, I don't want to make it sound like I hadn't met Bruce yet, because I don't want Bruce to get mad at me just in case he's hearing this, and I've met Bruce a few times, and he's a pretty cool guy, Bruce is really cool. If anybody can rock and untuck it
the way that Bruce can, you rock the untuck it. That is what you do. Then we get to Jaden Bradley, though, and Jaden Bradley had some very appetizing things to say, but we only had about 45 seconds to talk with him, so it was a good appetizer. But he did say that he is very excited about the defense, his defense that he can bring. I am as well. Shear is not a fan of Jaden Bradley last year. He has been converted. Erika L. Day has been a Jaden Bradley fan from day one because he is from the South, just like Erika L. Day.
This is true. You know, if you're from east of the Mississippi River, what can I say? You're just like me.
You're not like, hey, wait a second, not like us?
Well, no, but Jaden is just like me.
Yes, he is. Okay, now, YF. YF sounds like a rapper. YF coming on stage now. YF, man. Okay, but YF says, does anyone on the team average 20 plus? No. Here's how I think this is going to break down. And tell me if I'm wrong, Miss Erika L. Day. I think Caleb's going to average 17. I think KJ is going to average 14. Trey Townsend 13. Mount Crevis 11. Jaden 12. Boom. All in double figures. All in double figures.
Okay, then I do have a question for you. How does Toby Owaka fit into this team to you personally?
Meisner, we're getting those out tomorrow, the interviews. One a day. I like Toby Owaka. I've seen him at Wingstop now twice. The Wingstop that's on Campbell.
You need to find out what his order is.
No, that's a good point. I do too. Yeah. Well, I kind of had stage fright when I saw him the first time. I was like, I know.
Massive. He's a very large man.
He's a big dude. Hal, Caleb Love by a mile. Asking which Wildcat is getting the most NIL cash. Okay, so Mike, so the starting lineup scores 70 and the bench puts up 30. No, that's Kobe L. Thiel being silly. With the Toby Owaka, though, I like Toby Owaka. I'm going to say 6.6 rebounds this year. Then he is going to start the following season. I see you agreeing in strong approval there, Erika L. Day.
I was agreeing. I was laughing at practice because Tobe was putting up threes, and I'm like, are we ever going to get to see this in a game?
Tobe is also a great name. The people that think it's Toby are wrong. It's Tobe. Tobe is great. That's a great name.
Well, I'm glad Mike corrected me because I would have been spewing misinformation the rest of the season.
Yep. All right. Now we're gonna get to some. We're gonna get to Emmanuel Steven. That question was asked, but first, before Emmanuel Steven. Wave time. Let's do it. Wave time. Get the wave going. Woo-hoo-hoo. Kevin L. Thomas, get in here, man. The wave,
getting stressed. I'm like, where's the wave?
Everybody get the wave in. Come on. We've been low on wave support lately. Everybody get the wave in here. Be like Erika L. Day and be a fun, immersive experience. The wave. Check it out. The wave. The wave. All right. Now you might say to yourself, where can I go see the wave? Well, great question. Thanks for asking. Go to the Gila River Resorts and Casinos. That is where the wave is. A fun and immersive experience, just like Kevin WN said, but not happy about this because there's no wave from him. But Erika L. Day, you have been to the Gila River Resorts and Casinos. It is a fun and immersive experience.
It's even more fun and immersive when we're all gathered there together.
What do you think of my backstroke with the wave? You know what's pretty cool about the Gila River Resorts and Casinos? You can go in there as well, and you've got like, there we go. The waves are coming in hot and heavy now. You can have like all kinds of good stuff there. There's watch parties. There's Top Golf there. I mean, heck, you might run into Erika L. Day. You can take a picture in front of the wave because, again, it is a fun and immersive experience. You do you at Gila River Resorts and Casinos. Also, you might, and JP66 says, the great JP66, Erika's wave is prime McDeath. I don't know. But JP66 says Casino Sportsbook is the best place to watch college football Saturdays and Sundays, especially if you're doing the wave.
Yes. And I would like to give Gila River a huge shout. Their sportsbook is top notch.
Hey, is it elite, as the kids would say?
Not like us, as you would say.
Not like us. Not like wop, 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 wop. Okay, now game time. Also, let's say that you're leaving the Gila River Resorts and Casinos, and you're like, man, I want to go watch the Mercury because I know that Erika L. Day will likely be at that game in the media section. But you don't know where to get tickets, and you're thinking to yourself, man, I can't go there. Not so fast, my friend. Not so fast. Game time. $20 off your first purchase with code PHNX. Terms apply. Erika L. Day, you have used Game Time before, correct?
For D-backs tickets, for Suns tickets, for Arizona Wildcats tickets. What have I not used Game Time for at this point?
Exactly. Just like the Gila River Resorts and Casinos, it's a fun and immersive experience. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code PHNX for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code. Download Game Time. What time is it? Game time. Ooh. Okay. Now, again, let's see. Oh, ASU tickets.
Kate, I'm sorry, but why would I need ASU tickets?
Yes, exactly. Can I use Game Time?
Sanders
in Florida, Roy Samuel. Pause, son says. Yes, exactly. Okay, now David Matola, you're actually wrong about this. David Matola, the great David Matola says, probably don't need to use Game Time for Arizona tickets. You will this week because it's sold out, my friend. It's sold out. Listen, a lot of people are like, well, that's probably because of Deion Sanders and everything. Wrong. It's probably because of Arizona football, my friend. People want to see what's going on with Arizona football.
I'm going to say it. It's because of me, Justin Flo, and Gunnar Maldonado. Even though neither of them are playing, they sold this game out. I have to give them credit for something.
By the way, I've always messed this name up, but I think I got this. Hal Jalakakic. Sounds Swedish. Erika, do you ever get those long fingernails caught in your nose ring? Have you? I bet you have.
I have, yes.
What do you do then? Do you like dislodge it?
It comes out pretty easily, but like it has definitely gotten caught before. Yes.
All right. Either way, it is homecoming though. Now it is time for prediction time. Jason Shearer has predicted a Wildcat victory over Colorado. We're going to get more of that, not less of this. Erika L. Day, do you want to join him in predicting Arizona?
Yeah, I'm going to back the A. Do you want to score as well?
Yep.
I'm going to go. I actually 31 to 26.
Okay, but either way, a win is a win is a win. I don't care how it happens. I just need a win. Let's see. Jake Fagus says, does Arizona cover? If you said 31-26, you're going with the cover there, Miss L. Day.
Well, then let's do it. Sure.
Where can they find you during the game as well?
You can find me at the Bourbon Bent pregame watch party on University. And if you're not there, you will be a square. We will be handing out some branded bills. We'll be there with NUTRL, hanging out. It's going to be a really fun and immersive experience, as Mike Luke would probably say. Yes. It's going to be very, very exciting.
Now, Palmer Hoffman says, ASU and Arizona fans coming together to cheer against Deion this week? Absolutely. Absolutely. Go in the chat, Erika L. Day, when Toe Tree and Eric Ruby are on there doing their thing. You need to go in there and say, you guys are rooting for Arizona this week. You did assure us of this. We need this to happen. So again, we're all friends this week.
Cade, are you coming down to Tucson, and will you be coming to our pregame watch party? This must be true.
Yes, no, exactly. All right. I can't JP66. Yes, this is a very good point. Let's not get into the details, but yes, I can't trust this offensive staff to put up more than 24 points a game at this point. Maybe that's their goal, is that, you know what, we're not going to score a lot because we got to work on the defense and keeping it down. And then as the season gets further along, we're just going to unload and everything's going to be like 58-7. I don't really think that's the case, but yes, the offensive staff is given next to no reason to be enthused by it. I don't know what else to say.
There isn't much to say about it. I mean, when you're admitting that your players are running the wrong way 7 weeks into the season, there's really not that much to be excited about.
Isn't that one of the most wild things that a head coach has ever?
I texted you and Sheer about this, but I actually would like to take a moment because, I watched the post-game interviews after the loss at BYU, and no one seemed to know who the defensive helmet wearer was. And that, to me, is personally super frustrating. Like, what do you mean you don't know who's wearing the communications helmet? Like, huh? Just huh? What are we doing here?
Huh. There was a kid that I sat next to in biology, and every time I would say something, and before he would say anything, he would always just say, huh.
Well, maybe you were talking, you talked quieter back then.
Oh, I didn't talk quiet at all. I've never talked quiet. And he just went, huh. And then he would go into what he was saying. It was kind of like, you know how some people say, before something, or like during it, or they say, you know what I'm saying? Those people that say that. He would just say, huh. And it was like, go ahead.
Mike loves to low-key roast me and Sheer on the show, and just in the most low-key, backhanded ways ever. He's like, you know what I mean? And I'm like, the only person you're calling out for saying that is the one you're talking to.
Yeah, fair enough. That is true. Okay. Tony Clifton, I do not like this mentality. Shedeur is going to light us up. No. We need to look at it from a different perspective. We are going to light Shedeur up. He does not. We are favored. I mean, come on. I mean, we got to mix this around. We got to say, you know what? We expect to win. Wildcats expect to win.
Personally, I think T-Mac is going to cook Travis Hunter. Period. End of story. Let's see it.
All right. Now, Miss Day, do you have anything in the hopper? I think you're going to be going to media day or open practice, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, on Thursday. Hopefully, I see some of you guys there. It's going to be a fun time. But
I will not be there.
You will?
I will not be there.
Oh, okay. Well, the AP Top 25 came out for women's basketball this morning, and as most of you can probably assume, Arizona is not listed and did not get a singular vote. They did lose in the round of 64 last year, so that is to be expected.
Is this a deal last year here?
One more time? No.
Is this huh?
I don't think so. I think her and DRF are besties. So I think we might be with Adia for a few years.
We're gonna ride that wave.
I do just want to say one thing though, and so first of all, it's already so weird that the Pac-12 is nowhere on here because that was the prestigious women's basketball conference in the country. But then also to have Stanford not listed in the top 25 is genuinely diabolical.
Why did they suck? Did they get a new coach?
Yes, it's just the way that things have changed over the last year in women's basketball is genuinely insane.
Where did Vanderveer go?
She retired.
Oh, she didn't go to like an SEC school or something?
No, I mean, just to put it plainly, like recruiting is not what it used to be. So Tara was cooked.
Yeah, I get it. All right.
I mean, you can't get millions of dollars in NIL at Stanford, period. You know.
On that note, though, no better time to become a PHNX diehard. You can be like the lovely Erika L. Day or Kobe L. Thiel in the diehard chat. And you could be with the prodigious Kevin L. Thomas as well. Diehard membership, free t-shirt of your choice for the locker, access to all premium written content, and entrance to the Discord lounge, discounts on all events. Okay, now, Brad Rich, that's a good question. We will talk about it tomorrow. I will not even read it because that is called a tease. But on that note, for the lovely Erika L. Day, for the prodigious Kevin Thomas behind the scenes, I am the aspiring Circle K worker, Mike Luke. We will be back with you tomorrow, 10:30, TTFN. Ta-ta for now.
We all silly like the mayor.